Okay, so it's like this is still the currencies, default currencies, what are all the currencies we have. Okay. So let's check for the managed currencies. As I told you earlier, so already we have, it's like Oracle has their default the currency setup, right? So if you want to enable it, just you can click on enable. Okay, it will enable the currency. Okay, so if I say for India, search, so Indian currency rupee, so it got enabled. Okay, if you want to create also, you can just create it. Okay, but it's like most of the currencies already they have defined it. So just you can search it and you can just click on the enable button. So it will enable it. See US, we have US. So we will check it for GBP.
Automatically add option.
Add here. The below add option we have that. So you can click on add and you can create a currency. Okay, but it's like Oracle already has this currency setup. Okay, so GBP we have, it's like most of the currency they already defined it. So just you want to enable that. That's it. Okay, this is the currency. Let us check for the another C which is called as. So what is the another C? We have done with chart of account. Currencies we done. What else we have? Calendar. So I'm just checking for the calendar. Something happening with my system. Manage. Still it is processing. So if you are seeing it, it might be because of that setup, it's not even loading. Once this is completed, then only we can do all the setups because it's like the system is very slow. Here we are able to see the calendar, right? So we are done with the currency. Right. See, I'm clicking on all tabs. Again, it's going to the initial. Now it's okay. So I'm able to see the calendar, right? So we have checked for the currencies. Now we are going to check for our calendar. So calendar confirmation, the completed start administration, and the runtime will be the changes. Okay, let us again close and we will open it. Sorry? What? So it's like a 35, it's done. So click on OK. Okay, see the status is showing as tick mark. Previously it is in edited mode, now it is showing as a tick mark. Let me log out and log in again. So we are done with COA currencies. We are done. The convention method also, it's like Oracle default one. Okay. Let me create a calendar. Okay. So go to the setup and maintenance. Under the setup and maintenance, go for the finance. Go for the general ledger. Sorry. And go for the financial reporting. Here you are able to see the manage accounting calendar, right? So click on manage accounting calendar. So you can create a manager accounting calendar. So we can always, we are starting with MA, right? So we will make it as a MA We will make it as a calendar. There are many. We make it as a MA calendar. Okay, one is MA calendar. So I'm just copying. I'm just pasting to the description. I'm making as the calendar is January 2018. So always I said, right, whenever you are going to start a business, the starting will be like a prior to 1 year. Okay, that is a recommendation. Recommendation from Oracle, because for the reconciliation, always they will check for the previous year and then this year they will do the reconciliation. So always your business, if you are starting in 2019, the recommendation is you have to start your calendar from 2018. So if you are starting a business from 2020 January, so you can start the calendar from 1 Jan 2019. Okay, so here I said, right, so
3 years you will put it like that.
that your wish, but it's like the recommendation is minimum 1 year it should be there. Okay, so the period sequence I'm making as a monthly wise. I need one calendar. Whether it's a quarter wise or monthly or weekly or yearly, I'm making as a monthly wise. Okay, so the separator is I'm showing as a slash or hyphen your difference. Okay, I'm making as delimiter. The separator, the format is I'm showing as MMMYY. That means month and year only it will show. Okay, the first period showing as a Jan 2018 because I have started that my data is Jan, right? If I go with March, April 1st, it will show you as April 2018. It's like this depends upon this format. I'm showing as icon, right? If I give an slash, it's showing as a slash, right? That's the reason we have a separator. So monthly is fine. I'm starting my business from January 2000. Make it as a 2019 for this year. Okay, January 2000 year. So adjusting period. So you know what is mean by adjust, right? I want to adjust something. So if you say I'm doing my business, okay, for after 3 months I need some adjustment. That means there is an unprocessed transaction. Everything will be there. Right? Those things I can adjust within that period. That is the reason we are creating adjusting period. Either it's like you can create yearly ones or quarterly ones or half year. So I'm just creating for quarterly. Okay, just click on next. We are starting with 2019, right? So the calendar just we are creating for the 2019 calendar. See, it's Jan, Feb, March. Here you are able to see one more thing, right? So this is the adjusting period. That means quarter-wise I have created the adjustment period, right? So every quarter it will create an adjusting period. That means first 3 months it's 1 to 31. So only in the 31 free to 31 free within this one day I have to do all my adjustments. Okay, that's the reason. It's like depends upon your business. It's like 3 months once we are creating a our adjustments. It's normally they will create within the 3 months once they will create adjustments. It's instead of creating yearly ones, they will create 3 months once. Quarter-wise they will create adjustments. Okay, so let us save this one. So calendar I have created for 2019, right? So if you want to add for 2020, then we here after saving it, here one button will enable it. So add a year. If you are making as add a year, it will create the same way we created for 2009. It will create a calendar for 2020 as well. Okay. So once this is done, let me show you. So other thing is like we already discussed, right? The convention method. The convention is like Oracle itself they have created it. Okay. So we are not creating it normally. So always we are following with the accurate. I said right, the standard accurate method. That one we are following with that setup. So if it is say if Oracle, so if I say 10,000 people they want the new setups for accurate method, different accurate method, then Oracle will create one more accurate method for those people. Then they will give you that accurate method. You can use this accurate method like that. They will give it to you. So till now you have any doubts? The system is slow, I guess, compared to, I'm not sure whether the system is slow or the network is slow.
Network is slow.
Maybe the network is slow. I thought of completing many things today, but still, system. See, here you got one more for add year. So if you click on add year, it will create a for next year as well. Okay. So let us save and close. So I have created my own calendar. Currency we have enabled it. Calendar we have created. Convention method also Oracle defined. COS also we have created. Now what is the next topic is like everything is like we have created all the setups. Now we are going to create a general ledger. Okay. So let us see. So I want to create a primary ledger. That means I'm creating a general ledger now. Okay. So add on general ledger. So here you are able to see the currency and accurate method. So chart of accounts we have created, right? It is showing here, right? Accounting method, currency, accounting method and currency, chart of accounts and the accounting calendar. So all the setups we did it, right? So the current primary ledger I'm making as MA US ledger. Okay. So if you want to create a for US you want to create one ledger or UK you want to create one ledger and India you want to create ledger, you can create it. Okay. So I'm creating a UK US ledger. So what is our chart of account? MACOA structure, right? So I'm linking with my chart of account. So what is our calendar? MA calendar. So what is the current we are looking for? USD, the accounting method. Here it's showing as a 4, right? So it's like this one is like the someone created. Okay. So Oracle created one is the standard accurate for China, standard accurate with the encompass. Okay. So this, sorry, everything is a standard one only. Okay. So if you want, if 1,000 or 2,000 people want the new accounting method, Oracle will create for us. Okay. So as of now, we are going with the standard accurate. So I'm just click on save and close. So I have created a ledger for. Do you know why this error is coming? Any idea?
Chart of accounts. Chart of accounts is also
Something is missing, right? In chart of accounts. Let us check. I thought of doing it, but I forgot it. One second. Okay, it's fine. Let us check for our chart of account structure because we remember we have defined for 4 different values. The instance we while combining it, we remember. So while combining what we did is this is ours, right? MA chart of account. Click on edit. We are checking here the last one we didn't make it as required one, right?
Yes.
That's the reason it's throwing an error. All the fields should be the required mandatory fields. Now I have made it as a required. Click on done. Click on done. I'm not sure whether it will reflect it or not. We'll see. Anyway, it's like manage primary ledger. So I'm creating a ledger for US, right? So MA US ledger, MA US ledger. About we starting with MA chart of accounts. The calendar also which we have created as MI calendar. The currency I'm making as a US dollar. The accounting method I'm standing as a standard accurate. Click on save and close. It should accept it. See, the error is not showing it. Previously, that field is we didn't make it as a mandatory, right? That's the reason it's throwing an error. Now in the chart of accounts, the instance we make it as the future value as a mandatory. It's required field. Now it's accepted. So I'm going to create one more ledger. Let us create for UK. Okay. UK. I'm just creating one more ledger. I'm using the same chart of accounts. So if you want to create a different chart of account for your UK ledger, you can do it. So whatever the setups we made it, right? The same way you can make it for the different chart of accounts, GBB, standard accurate. So everything is like I'm using the same setup which I have used for US. If I want to, I said the segment value is the bit, right? So segment 1 or segment 2, the structure. So if the structure is different from US to UK, then you have to create one more chart of accounts and you have to link the chart of accounts here. Okay, now I'm creating for UK. Now I have created the ledgers for UK and US. Okay, whenever you are going to create, you have to create for UK, US and India. You have to create a 3 different ledger. in your practice. Okay. So specify the ledger option. Let us check. Let us choose our primary ledgers. Okay. So you can select. That means I am go and do some setups for my ledger. Just I have created the primary ledger. I didn't do any of the setups, right? So now we are going take that ledger and we are doing some setups. So our ledger is starting with MA, right? So MA US ledger, will not go at all. It will not go to the right actually. So I am just chosen my ledger and click on save. So I am doing the setups for my ledger now, right? So this is the US ledger, defined it. This is my chart of account, this is my currency. Okay, this is my calendar. The first open period is Jan 2019 because we have started our calendar with Jan 2019, right? So here the language I'm making is American language, American English. Retained earning account. So here whenever, see here the convention method is showing as a standard accrual, right? So which we defined in our setup. Okay, if you want to change it from here also you can do it. So retained earning account. So see. So this many segments we have created, right? The 4 segments which we created, we linked those accounts to this ledger. That's the reason it's showing here. So this is for US legal entity. I'm making as US. Okay. So account I'm just giving any of the account for now. Okay. MA cost center. I'm giving some cost center. So MA future. I have only one value is of future. Click on OK. So now I have created the retained earning account. That does not exist or using it to not permitted. Well, it's not permitted, buddy. This is because of our COES like we have created, right? That is in edited status now. That's the reason it's not allowing us to choose.
We are not editing means
that will work actually. We have to go with that edit, right? That's the reason it's not allowing it. This setup is required, man.
Why they are put that edit option, sir?
No, we have added that values, right?
Nice.
After adding it, we have edited. You have changed it to the required field, right? Thank God it's accepted, man. So, what is the retained earning account? Do you have any idea retained earning account? What is the use? Any idea?
I think that's a little bit related.
Retained earning is nothing but share, you know, right? Share. Shares, your share of Indian, we have a share, right? So the same way each company they have a share, right? So if I bought some of the access from Infi, if I bought some of the access from IBM, if I bought some of the access from some other company, so I bought the access, bought the shares. Okay. So the retained earning account is nothing but yearly I have 1,000 in my company. So say example Infi, I bought 1,000 shares. Okay. So Infi yearly they will get a profits, right? They will get a revenue. So out of, if I say 1,000 is a revenue for them. For example, I'm making as 1,000 is a revenue for them. Okay. What they will do is out of 1,000, so 1 or 2 or 3%, what they will do is they will give it to the shareholders or whoever is like a bought the shares, right? They say out of share $2 or $3. Okay. So out of $1,000, I want to make it $3 to my shareholder. I'm giving the $3 to everyone. Whoever bought my shares, I'm giving your concession as a $3. So it will be the $3 will credit to me. If I bought my shares from Infosys, so the $3 will credit to me. Profit. They have a profit. The profit, they said they want to share something with us because we are holding their shares, right? So it's like they will call it as a dividend. So it's like for giving the values. So they will drop you the mail. It's like if Infosys I got a share, they will drop me the mail by saying that. So it's like an annual. This will happen in the annual base. So as part of the annual dividend, we are giving this 3 rupees or 4 rupees or $5. We are giving to you. That they will call it as a retained earning account. Okay. So I'm saving it. So I'm done with setup for my US. Okay. So now I'm go and check it for.
We also save what you are going to select some company. Same work is there also.
This is the functional work what you are doing is. So I'm done with US ledger setup, right? So first, whatever may be the setup you want to do, just you have to change the scope. So I'm done for the MA US ledger. Now I'm going to change it for MS UK ledger. Select an add. So we already did they already created our MA UK ledger, right? So here we can check it for UK. Sorry, MA space UK. So we have our UK ledger. So first we have to choose your score. Okay, I have chosen my score. Now I want to do the setups for my UK ledger. Okay, so UK ledger I have done. So the same way I am choosing the languages American English. Okay, it is also standard accrual method. So I am choosing my retained account. So retained account is like UK we have 102. So I given as a UK 1. So I given a revenue. The 2 and future I make it as a 0. Click on OK. Why it's keep on getting it now? Let me tell for some other combination then. It should accept it. If you also if you get this kind of error, just let me know. Okay. If you are getting this kind of error, just let me know. Let me check it one more time. Okay. Here enable future. So this is like our first period is Jan 2019. So number of future externable periods. That means so every month we will be closing the periods at the month, right? So here the thing is number of future enterable period in the sense I can do my transaction for the next month as well. Okay, even though I didn't close my period, I can do it's like I can do the transaction for next one month also I can do it. So if I make it as a 2, okay, I can parallelly I can enable my two next period. If I say I'm in Jan, okay, Jan. If I given as a 1, February I can open it. March I cannot open it because I given as a only 1. Okay, if I given as a 2, currently if it is a January month, so February month also I can open the PDF. March month also I can open a PDF. If I give you give the value as a 2. Here, this if you are giving the value as 2, the next 2 months you can open the PDF. If you are giving a value as 3, next 3 months you can open a period. If I say I am in January, if I am giving a January is the current month. So this is like a number of future extendable period, right? So if I given a value is 1, so next 1 period I can open it. January also open, February also open. So you can do the transaction in the both months. If I given as a value as 2, January is my current month, February, March. So 3 months I can do the transaction. Normally they will open with 1 only. So each month they will do the consolidation and the reconciliation. So always they will prefer with 1. Okay, just click on close. So I did the setups for my UK and US ledger. Okay, and the now thing is you want to assign the values to your ledgers. Okay, so here it is. Did you created a legal entity? Not it, right? So here I have done with my ledger. Here I said, right, you have to link your legal entity to your ledgers. Right. So now what we are going is, we are going to create a legal entity now. System is like very slow, man. So I'm for legal entity there will be some address, right? So I'm creating one address for my legal entity. So location I make it as a United States. Address 1, address 2, city I'm choosing some city from US. Okay, so I'm done with my creation. This is for United States. Okay, I'm creating one more address for UK. So I'm doing here. I want to choose some city from United Kingdom. So I'm just default address, I'm choosing it. Okay. So click on OK. So I have created two different address for my two different legal entities. So for UK we have one legal entity and in US we have one legal entity, right? So I have created the legal entities, right? So let us save and close. Now you want to link your legal entity to your ledgers, right? Let us check what exactly the values in there in your legal entity. Okay. So what the legal entity which we have created? Any idea? What name we given it, man? I forgot it. No, that is fine. What is the legal entity name?
MEL.
Which one?
MEL.
That is not there. That one I am searching it.
Yes, sir.
It's not there. Screen also it's like irritating. So I'm going to create a legal entity. After somehow. Create a new one. Let us check for creating new legal entity. They have created, right? No. Let us create one more time. So I'm creating a legal entity. Okay. So for MA legal entity US. Okay. So identifier I'm giving the same. So this and all they will, it's like they will create your business will give you the details in number, tax reference number, everything they will give it to you. Okay. So the legal address which we have created, any idea what is the address we have created? Address we have created two, right? One for US, one for. So address.
Last letters to be.
Oh, it's not this one.
City name.
For US, what is the name?
Last letter DD. No.
First one,
First
huh?
one.
The first one is for
This one.
US, right?
No, sir. Second, this one.
This one.
That one.
So that we have defined for US. So just click on save. So click on save and close. So I have created my legal entity, right? For US, I have created it. The same way you can create it for UK as well. Okay. Let us check for the registration, what exactly it is there. So this only we have defined it, right?
Yes.
So address, this is the name, this is the society, this is the identification, this is the address for my ABC, sorry, this is ABC legal entity. So obviously it's MA, right? So for choosing MA, here the scope you need to change it. So reflect our legal entity. Okay. Select and add. So we have created our legal entity, right? So our legal entity is starting with MA, right? So MA. So this is ours, right?
Yes, sir.
So save and close. Click on save and close. Click on save and close. So our legal entity we have checked it. Let us check for what is the registration for the legal entity. So this is our legal entity, right? This is our tax registration code. So this page is like just for checking it. What is the registration we did for our legal entity? Okay. So legal entity we have created it. General ledger also we have created it. So let us check for the legal entity for US. Okay. So let us check our. We have to link the legal entity to the ledgers now, right? So select and add. So what is the legal ledger we have created? It's MA US ledger and UK we have created it, right? Let us choose for MA US. So I have chosen as MA US, right? Click on save and close. So here MA US ledger it came, right? So let us check for the specified ledger options. So ours is secondary ledger we not even created. So in next class, okay, let me give you the overview. What is the secondary ledger? Okay, the secondary ledger is nothing but we will go with the primary ledger now. So the secondary ledger is nothing but if I'm creating some transaction, my main transaction which I am showing to the tax department. So that is a primary ledger. The secondary ledger for my business unit purpose, I am doing something. Okay, I am doing something. Those it will call it as a secondary ledger. Maybe it is for reporting purpose. I am creating a business for the USD currency, right? So all the transactions will be there in USD. Now for my business requirement, I want to check for all the values in GBP or Indian currency. I want to check what is the value, what is the revenue on that. Those things we are doing it, right? Those things we will be doing it in our secondary ledger. Okay. So for tax department, so we are assigning whatever we are showing to the tax department, it's like a general level, that is just a primary ledger. Okay, so let us start from here. So tomorrow what we have to do is we have to link our general ledger to the legal entity. Then we will create a business unit for the transaction. Okay, till now we have covered only the setups, not completely we have done, I can say. Ledger we are done. So two ledger we have created. Tomorrow what you can do is you have to do with your chart of accounts, right? Then ledger. Till now, till ledger you can create it. So chart of accounts you have to create from here, calendar and the currencies. Okay. So then you have to create your manage primary ledger. Okay. One second, there will be one mapping. Let me check for the mapping. Okay. Complete primary to secondary ledger mapping. Complete primary to secondary ledger. There will be a mapping for assigning a balance. Okay, balancing segment values to. See, here we have created with our primary ledger, right? So here assign legal entities we have, right? That means we are assigning our legal entity to our ledger. So here you are able to see the US ledger, right? So we have created one US legal entity, we have created it, right? You remember which legal entity which we have created first? So legal entity which we have created, right? So now I am just click on OK. Click on that. That means I am assigning my US legal entity to the US ledger. Okay. If you are able to see this value, it's showing us a none. So we need to define the values also. So we have, while doing the setup, the legal entity we chosen as a 100, right? 100 for US, 100 for UK, 103 for India. We have created it, right? So that you can define it in and assign balancing segment values to the legal entities. This setup we can do. See, I have linked my US ledger to my US legal entity. Okay. Now I am just assigning the values to it. So what is the company value for the legal entity? So 101, right? 101, the segment 1 we have created 101, 102, 103, 101 for US, 102 for UK, 103 for India. So just click on save. That means we have assigned a 102, 101 to this legal entity. This legal entity 101 we are assigning to our general ledger, US general ledger. Now click on save. So let us check whether the company code is reflected there or not. So we have defined the value. Right, let us check it in assign legal entity page. You are able to see 101, right? That means after assigning one, here it got reflected. The same way, you have to create we have created a ledger for UK. You have to create one more legal entity for UK. Then you have to assign those legal entity to your UK ledger. The same way, you have to create one more legal entity for India and one more general ledger for India for linking. No, it will be like 3 legal entity you are creating it, 3 ledger you are creating it. One is for India, one is for US, one is for UK. The same way, 3 ledger you can create. So respective legal entity you have to link with general ledger. UK entity with UK ledger, US legal entity with US ledger. Okay, India legal entity to the India ledger. You have to assign it. Okay, in the offline. Sorry?
Our own ledger.
Our own ledger. So it's like, let me stop it from here.
Ledger.
Sorry?
Secondary